At first, that statement might sound like an exaggeration, but take a moment and really think about it. How many men have you seen who are good-looking, confident, and even financially successful, yet still struggle to build genuine, meaningful relationships with women? The truth is, attraction isn't primarily about appearance, money, or social status. What most men fail to recognize are the small but incredibly powerful habits that make someone unforgettable. These subtle behaviors work beneath conscious awareness, sending silent signals that reach a woman's emotional core without her even realizing it. The surprising part is that these habits aren't difficult to develop. They don't require expensive gifts, dramatic romantic gestures, or years of experience. All they require is awareness, genuine intention, and the willingness to rise above the shallow patterns that so many men fall into. Today, we're going to uncover 5 things women secretly desire, even though they rarely express them openly. These aren't the usual dating cliches or pickup tricks. Instead, they're subtle psychological principles rooted in human nature and timeless Stoic wisdom that can completely transform the way a woman experiences your presence. If you haven't discovered these principles yet, you're missing out on the kind of attraction that stays with her long after you've walked away. And that's the kind of attraction that truly matters. Not temporary interest that fades the moment you're gone, but a lasting impression that keeps you on her mind for weeks or even months. Before we continue, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss insights that could completely change the way you approach relationships. Let's get started. Secret number 1. The power of touch before intimacy. Imagine you're on a date. The conversation is flowing effortlessly. You're both laughing, and everything feels comfortable, yet something still seems to be missing. There's a subtle feeling that the connection hasn't fully developed. You walk her home, send her a message later that evening, and then nothing. No reply. This is where most men make a critical mistake. They assume attraction is built only through words, humor, interesting stories, or clever conversations. But human connection is far more complex than that. Women don't connect only with what you say. They connect with how they feel when they're around you. Your energy, your presence, and your ability to make them feel comfortable all play a much greater role than most men realize. One of the most overlooked ways to strengthen emotional connection is through respectful, natural touch. Not forced, not aggressive, not inappropriate. A light, non-sexual touch before intimacy can completely change the dynamic between two people. A gentle touch on her arm while talking, a soft hand on the middle of her back as you guide her through a crowded place, briefly holding her hand when the moment feels natural. Simple gestures like these often communicate far more than words ever could. Without saying anything, they quietly express, "I care about your comfort. You can feel safe around me. I'm fully present with you in this moment." The biggest mistake men make is attaching expectations to physical touch. They reach out because they expect something in return. Women sense that intention almost immediately. Instead of creating comfort, it creates pressure. But when a man can offer genuine, respectful touch with no hidden agenda, he instantly separates himself from the crowd. He becomes someone who communicates emotional safety. And emotional safety is the foundation of authentic attraction. Think about it. When you lightly touch her arm while making a point, or gently guide her through a crowd with your hand resting briefly on her back, you're doing much more than making physical contact. You're silently communicating confidence, awareness, and consideration. It's a quiet language that goes far beyond words. A language women have instinctively understood throughout history. As Marcus Aurelius once said, Marcus Aurelius, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Stay calm. Stay grounded. Stay aware of yourself and those around you." Most men never truly understand this principle, and that's exactly why they struggle to build meaningful relationships. The men who do understand it become unforgettable because they realize that attraction isn't a transaction. It's an experience. And that experience begins with how you make her feel during the quietest, simplest moments. Secret number 2. The art of flirting with respect. Most men usually fall into one of two extremes. They either flirt too aggressively and come across as needy, or they hold themselves back so much that they never show any romantic interest at all. The truth lies somewhere in the middle. Women enjoy flirting when it feels confident, relaxed, and respectful. It isn't about memorizing pickup lines or trying too hard to impress. It's about the energy you bring into the conversation. It's about creating an atmosphere that feels warm, playful, and effortless. A natural exchange that builds both comfort and curiosity. For example, if she tells you that Italian food is her favorite,